What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Speaking Into the Abyss. This is Jess.
And this is Des.
How are you, Des?
I'm good. That was a great intro, Jess. Thank you for kicking off this episode.
I don't know. I felt moved to do it.
I spoke to you and you let it out.
It felt right. It felt like the time.
It did feel right. I could feel it too. I was hoping. How are you?
I am well. Pretty tired, but pretty good.
Do you want to tell the pod how much sleep you've been getting?
No.
Because it's such a little amount.
I probably slept like maybe
30 minutes the last 2 days.
It was a little more the last 2 days, but during the week, like total probably like 10 hours for the whole week.
That's crazy.
But it was like 3 of those days were like 15-minute naps, and then like the like today was like some of those like like a 2-hour nap, and then I slept maybe for like 4 hours, and then the day before like 3. So yeah, it's
tiring for
just
sure.
a little tired.
I would also feel tired if that's how I was sleeping too.
Yeah,
But bravo
it's been
for
a
you.
busy week.
Keeping going.
It's like the most I've had to do in a while. So
yeah, you said today. I mean, you got off so late today. You said
did.
you were so busy.
Yes. Yeah.
How have the tips been? Good or no?
For the work I put in today, I was a little sad, but
damn.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I feel like with tips too. I don't know, but you know, like some cultures don't have tipping. Like that's not a thing. And here we have tipping, but people are so divided on it. Like there's some things people are like, I will absolutely not tip, even if tipping is part of the thing. And then there's some things where they're like, I have to tip, and I have to tip this much. Or some people are like, depending on how your service is, like they knock stuff off and stuff like that. I don't have the energy to be like from this percent to this percent to this, like depending on what you do. I don't know what that would qualify. I just feel it in my soul, and I give what I feel is necessary. I guess.
Yes.
How do you feel about tipping your tipper every time it has like if it has a tip jar? Are you considering tipping, or are you like depending on the?
It depends
thing?
what I'm doing. Like if I'm going somewhere and I'm just picking up the food, I'm not gonna tip you.
When you ordered it and it gave you the option, you don't tip because you're picking up.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Okay. I was just asking. Yeah, no, there's some people that feel that way, and that's I mean, everybody's prerogative.
I have a friend that I see will tip on anything that says tip. They feel obligated to hit a tip on there. And
I'm
like,
also the same.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
and I'll tell you why. I think it's because in my mind, maybe not even actively, but just like in the back of my head, because I know that most things that have tips as an option, they typically aren't paying their employees very well. So like my mind, I guess subconsciously or something is like, oh, tip them because like what if they don't make enough today or something, you know? I don't know what it is, but because I know waitresses and stuff like that, sometimes they're making like, I don't know what, like sometimes it is the minimum at restaurants plus tips, and sometimes it's way less than the minimum an hour plus tips. And I never know which one it is, and obviously I'm not going to ask. So like in my mind, I guess I'm like, I'm just tipping because I probably feel like you're not getting paid well anyway, and I know it's not my job to pay them well, but if that's part of the service, if that's part of like what we're doing here in America, then I guess I just like feel like I go along with it. I don't know. But no hate to the people who don't, because like I totally get that. There are times where I'm like, damn, why am I tipping for something like they didn't do anything really? Because there are some services where I'm like, why is there a tip jar here? But
well, because they're just trying to see who's willing to give them money for no
reason. And it's me. But also because it feels good to get tips.
I'm gonna put a tip like thing at the end of this recording for you.
For me to put money in?
Yeah.
You're lucky I have cash on me. I'm gonna. No, I was thinking like, I mean, I remember working at like Motel 6. That's not a tip job. I didn't need tips. But then I have gotten tips like while I was working there from people who I booked rooms or whatever.
Yeah.
They give me a cash tip or whatever. And I'm like, whoa.
I hear if you do that, they're like, that you like upgrade them or put them in better rooms. Obviously, like Motel
they're a fool
6,
if that's what they think.
Motel 6 doesn't really
yeah,
but you know, they might not know. They're like, well, I'm gonna get a
fresh
room
sheets
where
this time.
The AC works, where the remote works, everything's in perfect condition.
The neighbors aren't outside. Yeah. That's so funny. Yeah, maybe that is what they're thinking. I don't know, but it didn't do anything different for them. So.
Yeah.
I wonder if they kept
maybe it was
doing
a placebo.
After.
They just thought
it was. Yeah. Maybe
because
imagine
imagine you're like, oh wow, I'm gonna give them this 5 or this 10 or this 20, and then they get into the room and they're like, holy moly, this is the cleanest room I've ever been in. Look at this. Wow, the TV's brand new. And it just happens. Like, that's the coincidence. But in their head,
it feels like they tipped me. That's an interesting thought. I wonder if anybody did that with that intention.
Or they're like, oh my God, I gave her $10 for what? Look at this dump.
Yeah. Oh my God. I have horror stories from there. I mean, just like I'll just say one real quick. Not horror stories.
Tell me your trauma.
Yeah. Well, I've worked in a couple different hotels, as you know, doing different things. And like, I mean, I've never ran into a dead body, so there's that. But that's always my biggest fear working in a hotel.
I know, didn't you think you ran into a dead body one time?
I did. I was a housekeeper at the time, and it was like one of my last rooms. And I go knock. And the thing about being a housekeeper is once your rooms are done, you can choose to help or you can like go home for the most part. So I was like, oh, I'm going to go home soon. And so like I knocked on this guy's door, no answer. Knock again, no answer. Cool, I'm good to go in. Go in. There's an old man sitting in a chair, like kind of slumped. But I'm like, oh, sir, sorry, I'm so sorry. And I'm about to close the door, but he doesn't respond. And so I'm like, huh? And I like open the door and I'm like, sir. And he does not move. And I was like, oh my fucking God. Because this man was like old. Mm-hmm. And then like, I'm like, sir. I'm from the door and he's not answering me, so I just like close the door. I swear,
you're
I
like
start
crying.
Sweating. Yes, I start like tearing up. I start sweating. I like text my manager. I was like, I'm on whatever floor, room, whatever. I think he's dead. So she comes up. She's like, you think he's dead? What? And I was like, yeah, he looks dead in there. So she like opens the door and she's like, sir, hello, good afternoon, like, sir. And he's not moving, Jess. I'm like, he's dead, dude. I'm telling my boss like he's dead. And she like goes up to him and like taps his shoulder and he wakes up. He was asleep. I was like, oh my God, dude. It's like the chair was in the middle of the room that he was sitting on. Like, it's like, didn't look like he was doing anything. Yeah, I thought he was just a dead body, bro. I was like, anyway. And then she came out and I was like, do I have to clean that room? She's like, no. I was like, good. I was like, I'm going home. That was horrible. Yeah. No.
Okay, I'm so sorry I interrupted, but tell me your other story.
No, it's okay. I was just going to say, sometimes people, especially at the Motel 6 that I worked at, because there was like trees around it.
Yeah.
People would always come up to me and be like, swear they had bed bugs, dude. And bed bugs are a fear of mine. Like, I never want to get bed bugs. Yeah. So somebody coming into the office and be like, I have bed bugs. I'm like, get away from me. I'm like,
get outside.
I'm like, where's your proof? It better be in a fucking plastic bag. Like, whatever it is, you know. They have it in their hand.
Oh my God.
And they'll come up to me and they'll show me, and it's like some green beetle like from outside on a tree or something. And I'm like, oh, these are just like little beetles from outside. Yeah. Sometimes they get in your room because like the wind, whatever, you drag them in, whatever. And they will swear to God it's a bed bug. They're like, look, this is what a bed bug looks like. And I'm like, no, you're just trying to get a free room. This is Motel 6. It's like, you only paid $35 or whatever. Like, why are you fucking trying to get a free room? Get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here. It's not a bed bug. But the times there have been bugs that I've saw, I swear to God, like, I have wanted to peel my skin off. Like, it has nothing to do with me, and just knowing that I've been in the vicinity of them, I get so scared I'm bringing them home every time. But now I'm glad I just don't work in that business. Yeah. But yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. Have you stayed in a lot of hotels or anything like that? Motels, hotels?
Whenever my dad would visit when we were younger, we would stay at like the Motel 6 over here a lot. Or like rooms at the Atlantis, or I think one time at the GSR. But yeah.
One time at the Motel 6 I was working at after I quit, I was in charge of the pool, and I was like I love doing that just because I like spending time doing chemicals. Yeah, doing chemicals and stuff. But that was just, I guess, a side note. I don't know why I said that. But I was going to say
Fun fact.
I was going to say, after I left, there's a room right above the office of the Motel 6 I worked at. Yeah. And somebody had power tools. I don't know if they were stolen or what, but they started trying to saw through the floor.
Wait, what? Oh my gosh.
They tried sawing through the floor, and like they had a jackhammer, and they're trying to jackhammer through the cement to get to the office, like through the top of the office. And the thing about the offices is it's 24 hours. There's always somebody in there.
Yeah, I remember.
And so I don't know why they thought like nobody was gonna notice, but I guess at some point like there was noise going on and nobody
Okay.
cared, so they got pretty deep
Yeah.
into the flooring before anyone was like, what are you doing? And then realized he was trying to rob,
Oh,
I guess, the front office by jackhammering through the ceiling.
he's like, this is a perfect plan.
I don't know how he was gonna get into the safe after, but
he's
great
obviously
idea.
gonna
Jackhammer the
through
safe.
it, yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna fall on top of the safe and just keep jackhammering. Yeah, I don't know. That was just a crazy
Dang.
thing.
That's interesting. Huh.
I know.
Wow.
What'd you do this weekend or week?
This week, I went to get my hair touched up with my friend T. It was her first time doing my hair.
Nice.
She is fast.
Yeah.
She's, first of all, super great for accommodating me. She was like, I want to do your hair. I was like, all right. And I was like, does this time super late work for you? And she was like, what? And I was like, well, that's when I get off of work. And then she's like, what time could you come in tomorrow? Like tomorrow. I was like, your earliest appointment. And she was like 9. I was like, yeah. I was like, I could even go in earlier. She's like, really? She's like 7. I was like, yeah. And she's like, okay. And I was like,
So
all right.
7?
Yeah, so 7 in the
Dang,
morning.
nice.
And she did get there at like 6 and then was like, I'm here. And then I messaged her and I was like, oh, should I just go now? Because I'm up. But her phone was still on Do Not Disturb. So then she didn't see the message till like 6:40. She's like, yes, come in. And I was like pulling up. So
Yeah.
it worked out. But yeah,
Nice.
super quick, in and out in like 2 hours.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it was just my roots. So
Yeah, but that's cool. That's cool.
I did my hair and then let me think. Did I do anything else besides work during the week? I think just work. Got some. No, yeah. I was like, I can't. Worked, and luckily we got to leave work a little bit early on Thursday.
Yeah. We all decided to get in and out.
Yeah, that was great. And everyone's like,
Good choice.
Are they leaving? And I was like, I think they're leaving.
Yeah.
Because we all sat outside.
Yeah.
And, but we got in and out, and which was so good. Did you like your In and Out?
Loved my In
Okay,
and Out.
good,
I
good.
always love. I get the mustard fry with the chopped chilies now.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Somebody recommended that to us,
Nice.
and I love it. I personally love it. At first, I tried just mustard fried. Then I
Yeah.
heard learned about the chopped chilies. I was like, oh, that does kind of sound bomb because I do love chopped chilies,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really good because it's not too hot. It just has
Okay.
like this crunchy, kind of pickled
Okay,
taste.
yeah.
Well, obviously you have pickles, but like that, it just adds to it. It's super good.
Okay,
I
nice.
think it's super good. But
That's cool. I'm
Figured
glad
it
you
out.
enjoyed your food, and then we got to see you pass by the big
we
window.
both got videos. I thought it was so funny that we were both recording.
Yeah.
I was like,
I know that.
nice.
My partner was like, "Oh, did you tell them?" I was like, "No, I just asked when they were gonna like almost leave." But yeah,
And I knew. I told my partner, I was like, Jess said to like tell her when we're about to go
Yeah.
next, and I was like, I think they're gonna be at this window right here.
Yeah.
And I like leaned in the car and I
Did you-
could see you.
Did you see all of us? We were all kept looking to see if you were dead.
And that's so funny because no, I didn't. But I saw you at some point. I was like leaning, and then I saw you lean. And I was like, ooh, because I didn't want to ruin the whatever it
The
was.
surprise,
Yes. My partner was like, oh, did she see you? And I was like, I hope not. I was like, I think I hid fast enough.
Yeah.
And then he wanted to do that joke. It
Yeah,
was cracking
it
me
was
up.
good.
I thought it was hilarious. So he was so worried that it like got ruined or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm glad it worked
No,
out.
yeah, it worked. I saw it, and someone else did, and then
Yep.
it was funny because our friend was like, "Where was he?"
That's so funny to me. That's so
But-
funny. He joked about like because it was hard. Basically, my partner like did the who's driving the car by like leaning his seat all the way back, pretending he wasn't in the driver's seat. But when he was doing that, and he's trying to like lean back and also go at the same time. He said he almost felt like he lost the wheel a second. For a second, he's like, "It would have been so fucked up if I crashed into the wall."
It was funny because we were in there and we were like, imagine he's so stunned he crashes into the wall.
That's so funny to me because that was like, yeah. And then I was like, that would have been hilarious. Jess would have caught that on camera in
Yeah.
slow motion.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, it was great. It was nice
yeah,
getting
that
off a
was
little bit
good.
earlier,
Yeah.
being able to to get some food before we went home. I know, and I was thinking that, I was like, you know what? I think that just me and my partner are not as socially charged as like you and our other coworkers and stuff like that, because when we heard let's get in and out, what we heard was let's get in and out and I'll go home to our respective houses. So we were like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. And then you guys were like, oh, you guys coming in? And I was like, oh, I was like, they want to eat together. And then I just, I get that anxiety about time and stuff like that. And it wasn't like super close to closing, but it was enough.
And that's why we ate outside.
Yeah. And I don't know, that just like made me feel so like anxious if I would have. And because I guess I was already on the track of like, I'm going home. Yeah. It was so hard to pull away from that. But it was cute that you guys were all eating together and stuff. I was like, nice. Like, I don't know. I was like, cool. I was like, fine. I don't know. Like, I share the vibe from home, if that makes sense.
We should have FaceTimed.
Should have a little bit. Well, we got videos. I feel like that was my contribution to the hangout. Yeah.
Yeah, but besides that, just worked at my other job, and then my sister had her graduation party on Saturday.
Yay!
It was so hot, and it was nice because we did it in a gated community, like a really nice one, because they have a lake on the property, and we got to do it at the clubhouse.
Nice,
so it was nice to be by the water, even though it wasn't like for swimming.
Was there skeeters?
No.
Okay. Is it a big lake?
No, it's a small, like...
Like a pond or like a lake?
It's like a lake, a small... It's like in between a bunch of houses. So like a lot of the houses just have the lake right there. Right.
Is there a bridge?
To get to the clubhouse only. But the other ones like have their own little like... stuff to get to the lake.
I wonder if I've been there. But a lot of places are built like that, so I don't really know.
Yeah. It's the one off of like... It's like right here, like 5 minutes away.
Anyway, I don't know. That's cool. That sounds really nice. How did your sister like it?
I guess good after it happened. Before, when we were setting up, she was so stressed.
What's her sign?
A Capricorn.
That's so funny. I just think like, not that I even know anything about it, but I just think it's so, I just want to ask. I just think it's so funny that like, I feel like, I don't know what it is about, like randomly, there's just some people who are just so anxious about things like that. Like I was like that as a kid too, like my birthday parties or whatever. Like
she was like, because they got there at whatever time, I think 8, and then I got there because I went and did my friend's hair. I cut her hair on Saturday. I got there at like 10, and like they had already been there for like 2 hours, and like not a lot was done because they had to set up and do whatever. And then they were waiting for the guy with the tables to get there. And he was supposed to get there at 11. He didn't get there till like 12:45.
When did it start?
At 1.
Oh my God.
And then it was super windy. So like everything we set up in the morning
was blowing.
Fell over.
Oh.
So
that is a little stressful for sure. I can see why.
And she hadn't gone home. Like she hadn't gone home to get ready or showered or dressed or did any of her makeup or anything. So that's why she was like stressed on time. And I was like,
I can imagine.
But yeah, it was
after
good.
It was good though. That's good.
It was cool. I'll show you some pictures.
Yeah. How long did it go for?
From like 1 to like 5-ish.
Okay, so it's not bad. 4 hours. I was gonna say, because I remember you saying she didn't want a super long party.
Yeah.
Seems pretty moderate.
During peak heat. So
like, 1 through. Oh, that's a cute cake.
Yeah, and then a custom graduation cookies.
Oh, who did you get the cookies from?
I'll have to ask her. And then stickers.
Oh, nice.
And then she had an awards table with all of her awards that she got.
Holy schmacks. Yeah. That's pretty sick.
Yeah. And then there's some more of the cookies.
That's so cute. Oh, that's your partner?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're so cute.
And then taco truck
serving
up tacos. I don't know. It's my mom's friend's brother-in-law.
Oh, fire.
And it was good.
That's cool.
Ran into Brother Let's Talk Pod.
Oh, snap. Did they try and fight?
They looks like it. Look at this violence over there.
Oh my god.
It
The
was so
violence.
funny. I looked over and I was like, what are they doing? And they were
like
like
little what are those called?
little paddle boats.
Paddle
yeah.
boats, yeah.
I looked over, I was like, what are they doing? And like they were taking a huge photo shoot. And when they came over, I asked Johnny, I was like, what'd you guys do? And he's like, oh, photo shoot. And then I was like, nice. And then like I was going through literally hundreds of pictures.
Of just them?
Yeah, just like model pictures. And I was like,
I love it.
my favorite pose was the checking the time pose. I was like, what is this?
They were like, this or what?
Yeah.
Wow, that's so funny. That's hilarious.
And I was like, and they're like, checking the time. And I'm like, all right.
I love doing that to people.
It's funny.
But I've
yeah,
never
'cause
thought
they're,
about
like,
doing it in a photo.
in a photo. Yeah. I was like, that's so
They're
funny.
next level. They're next level.
It was funny because they like all have the same poses, and then I saw it first on Johnny's, and then I saw Junior's, and then their friend Will. If you guys listen to their last episode, it's super long, 3 hours, but Will showed up, and then he went over there, and he was like, I guess he said that they said, "Hey, dude, we got really good pictures over here. Come on." And then I'm looking through his, and then he also hits the watch pose, and I was like,
I'm gonna start doing that now. I'm taking that.
but yeah, it was good. It was
Adjusting to see it.
she had like a bounce house. She had
Did you get in?
no, it was.
Did she get in?
Oh yeah, her and her friends.
Nice.
It's like an open.
I was gonna say, yeah, the
castle.
hot part would be like,
it didn't have a top. It was just like a
Oh,
huge white
nice.
castle.
oh, nice.
Yeah, so
nice.
It was nice.
Did you, when you were a kid and you went to like parties, like birthday parties, whatever it was, family gatherings, where they had those inflatable things, did anyone ever turn them off while there's a bunch of kids in there and like turn them back on, like while it's closing on them?
Yes,
Dude,
yeah.
that was the shit. I missed that. That was like so much fun as a kid, like feeling like, like it's gonna crush you, and
So
then it
you
just goes back up. It was so good. And they would tell us, like, stop doing that. That's so dangerous. And but you'd still do it.
I had it where the adults would do it to us to scare us. Yeah.
It's so funny because, I think it was more my uncles that were doing, or like
Yeah.
older uncles and cousins, but not necessarily the adults that were like turning it off.
Yeah.
But the adults didn't really care for the most part. They're sitting there talking, and
Yeah.
eating. But it was just like, I miss like being a kid in those moments specifically, like just those really specific moments, because like there's nothing that hits exactly like that like level
wanna
of
get in a
comfort.
bounce house
And
later?
I want you to turn it off on me.
Will
Yeah.
do.
Oh my god, that's so crazy. And then that's cool. That's really nice. Yeah, you're gonna have to let me know the cookie people, because those look really cute. And,
Yeah.
like, were they good? Did you have any?
I have some. I haven't opened them yet.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Look, actually, I have some in my bag. I'll show you
Oh.
live cookies.
Live cookies.
But then they had cornhole. There's a lot of stuff to do.
I'm pretty good at cornhole. I was scrolling on my TikTok.
Yeah.
These are cute.
Mm-hmm.
These are so cute. Her name, like, I love the font and everything. It's like super retro.
That was her theme.
I love it. Like the Walmart smiley face. Like, that is so cute. Love that. I forgot what I was saying.
You said you saw TikTok.
Oh yeah, I was just saying that I was scrolling through TikTok, and then on a live there was cornhole, professional cornhole.
Okay, nice.
And it was like really intense, and I was like, whoa.
Oh,
There's some
nice.
things. Go ahead. What were you gonna say? Sorry, I thought you.
No. So it was nice. All my brothers were there and all their friends. And then like I met one of my brother's friends, girlfriends. And like, I don't know, growing up with them, I'm like, they're just like my little brothers too or whatever.
Yeah, sure.
And I'm like, I was like, excuse me. I'm like, who's this girl that you're like sucking face on?
Yeah.
He's like,
And
oh, did I
have they
introduce you? I was
Yeah.
like, yeah. So then my little brother was like, can you give me a ride to my girlfriend's house? My youngest one, that's 13.
Oh,
And I was like,
she couldn't come.
he didn't want her to go. He didn't want everyone to meet her.
Not yet.
No one even, just recently, everyone found out that he has a girlfriend. They've been together for like 6 months.
Oh.
But yeah, I met her. She's super cute. She's shy. He's like, she's awkward. I was like, okay. And then
awkward.
she literally comes up to the window and just goes, and I was like, oh, she's awkward for real.
Dude, me as a child, for real.
And I just waved and I was like, hi. And she's like, but yeah.
That's good. That's
I was
cute.
like, yeah. So that was
That's
nice.
cool.
All
Wow.
our siblings growing up.
That's so wild, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's really weird. I don't know. Time just flies too fast sometimes. Not that, like, obviously I'm not super excited for all of our siblings to, like, become their own people or whatever. But it's also, like, so shell-shocking almost. It's like, I remember he was a little baby. Did I tell you? I think I have. Maybe I already talked about it on the podcast, so sorry if I already have, everyone. But I saw that TikTok trend where it's, like, where I saw a TikTok video that was, like, it was captioned like somebody talking to her, like the person, the OP, the person who posted it, and they were saying like, why do you baby your brother so much? Like, why do you make excuses?
You did not tell me, but I saw it.
Okay, and then it's like, because this is what I see when I look at him,
and it's
his
all
these
baby
photos
pictures.
of him as a baby,
yeah.
And I teared up at that, and I was like tearing up. I was like, oh my god, that's so sweet, because obviously I have a little brother who's becoming a young adult now, and it's fucking weird. It's just like crazy how time flies. And so I was like started tearing up, and then the last slide is a picture of her brother with 2 pumpkins on a haystack, and my little brother has a photo exactly like that, and it made me sob at that part, because I was like, I just remembered him as a little baby.
You're like,
on the
what happened?
I was like, what?
How did you get so big?
I was like, and not that he's not a sweet kid anymore, but when he was like a little kid, the sweetest, you know what I mean? Like such a sweetheart and a baby, and it's just like he's always had glasses, and so I just think my brother's just like the most adorable little baby. But yeah, I just like, it's so crazy how our siblings are just fucking growing up, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we're older, so it's like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like we're growing up. It's like we're already there, or we're growing.
We've always been this great. So,
but for them, it's just like, wow, I can't believe it. So shocking.
Yeah.
But good.
Good. Yeah. How's your week though?
It was good. I didn't do too much. I went to a new sushi place to try. It was a little bit more expensive than the other sushi places we've been to.
What sushi place?
I don't know what it's called, but it's right there by where I live, like by the Winco and stuff like that.
Okay.
It's like its own, I don't know what it's called, but it was all right. It was good sushi. They had a huge selection of sushi, so it was like something for everybody. It was a little more expensive, and I don't know if it's just because like they're so short-staffed or what, but it was like kind of forgetful, and I don't know if it's just like if that would be every time or just like the one time that I've been, you know what I mean? Yeah. So no hate, really no hate to them. It was good.
Maybe you guys ordered a lot of rolls and they're like, we don't think they're going to finish
They actually forgot
these.
one of the rolls, yeah.
That's why they were trying to help you guys out.
I was so crazy because like, so we ordered our rolls. We also ordered, so they give you 2 different papers. One for the little appetizers, like my salad,
of course.
My cucumber salad, or like the other thing. And also I like the way they do their cucumber salad because it was like cucumber, not like, it was like a regular, like whatever cucumber. And you know how other places it's like that kind of bumpy cucumber. It's like a thinner cucumber. I don't know how to explain.
I have no idea because I haven't ate any cucumber salad.
That's the best. I love cucumber salad. But anyway, so this is just like a regular one, and sliced and peeled or whatever. And so it was good. And they have like this sauce that's really good. It was good. But then like I ordered cucumber salad, which is the first thing I mark on my thing every time. You know that.
I know that.
So I give whatever. They say they get it, they take it. They bring us our stuff. I don't get my cucumber salad. So I was like, maybe they'll bring it later. It's okay. Doesn't happen. I also, when she asked us what we wanted to drink, I said waters for both of us and whatever sodas that we got. And then didn't get my waters. I was like, okay, maybe she'll bring it later. She's busy. There's like whatever. And then the sushis came. I was like, cool, still haven't gotten it. So now I'm conserving my soda because I'm like, I need something to drink eventually. I finished one of my rolls. My partner finishes like one of his rolls because they come about like 2 at a time.
Okay.
That was cool. And then towards the end, I was like, we have like one more that we haven't gotten yet. Yeah. And I was like, if they don't bring it, I'm not going to ask for it. Yeah. But I did end up asking for the water, and I did end up asking for my cucumber salad.
Okay.
And she did end up bringing it. So, I mean, at least I got them. But then, they didn't bring that last roll, and I was like, okay, well, that's that. I was like, it's okay. We just don't need to eat it. I was like, we'll just go home. I was already full anyway. So it really wasn't a big deal. If we weren't full, then maybe I would have asked. Yeah. But, so it was good. I think there's other places. I still prefer Tokyo Sushi over like a lot of the sushi places I've had. I don't know if it's just
I was going to say,
comfort.
Have you had that Atlantis sushi before?
I don't think so.
I haven't, but anyone that I talk to,
So it's the best.
yeah, like they're like it's a little pricey, but it's the best.
We should go. I have a friend that just started working there.
Discount?
I don't know. I should ask.
Yeah.
But it'd be kind of random because we're not like that close, maybe. But like,
See, I don't know if you know this, but I'm
She
a
went to the same
big
school as you.
podcast host now.
yeah, I could get you like
We
promotion.
we could get you on air.
I can literally be like, I can put your nail
Yeah.
Instagram on here if you give me a discount on sushi. No,
Let's do
but yeah, so she was in the same school as you, and she was telling me like how she had to like get another job because she hasn't built her clientele yet. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's exactly what my friend's doing, but with hair. I was like, so more power to you guys because it's not easy, and y'all make it look
Who
real
is
easy.
it?
I'll show you after.
Okay.
But yeah, she's cool.
I remember the one that you went to go see a few times. Yeah.
Yeah, she's cool. So I don't know where she's working now for a salon. I did ask her hours, but she has not got back to me. But she is. I think she might be working right now. How long is that Atlantis sushi thing open?
I don't know.
Do they close during the night?
I feel like they have to, right?
Oh, I don't know if they're
don't know.
24 hours for the.
Oh yeah, I have no
have
idea.
no idea
I'm
either.
assuming. I wonder if it's inside a restaurant or how. I have no idea.
Never been.
Never been.
Yeah, never been. We'll have
No
to
idea.
go though, because
Yeah.
I do be liking sushi more and more lately. And then I went to the beach. I went to Tahoe. I went to Tahoe, and it was so beautiful. I mean, we already know keep Tahoe blue, and you know what blows my mind every time I'm there, even though I already know, is like when you're sitting there and you're looking at the water, there's like different shades of blue in it, and you see like the pins and the stickers with the little heart on it, like the little keep Tahoe
Yeah.
blue ones. They match that blue so fucking perfectly.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. It's like what a unique blue that they have. Like I don't know, it's just it's so pretty. And I loved being there, and it was really nice to like not be on my phone and just chilling with my partner at this like kind of like little corner cove thingy. Because I will say the water was really high, so the smaller beaches were like not in existence. They were like all the way up to the rocks.
Okay.
And there was so many people. There were so many fucking people that people were turning around in their cars, like not even wanting to wait in the traffic. Because like once you hit a certain part, like going to whatever that beach was,
Sand Harbor.
Sand Harbor, because we weren't going there, but we were going past Sand Harbor, and people that were going to Sand Harbor were fucking this huge line of traffic, and I'm like, ugh, like it just was gross. It was gross to see so many people on the beaches, and it was even grosser. And I'm not gonna hide the hate. Like if you're bringing so much shit to the beach, dude, like you're lame to me. Like fucking pack what you need and pack it in a smart way so you're not all lugging fucking 20 fucking ice coolers down the fucking hills and stuff like that with your entire family and like your 40 dogs and your fucking huge umbrellas and all your beach towels. It's just like so gross. It's like, I don't know, fucking there's nothing nature about it when people are bringing their fucking tents to the beach and shit like that. At some point it's like, I don't know. That's just my little
They
small
got a
rant
nap
on it.
somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know. But okay, so we pull up, right? There's like that huge line of traffic. We're sitting in it. People are flipping out. They're leaving. We keep going up. Eventually we get past it. You cannot see the beach. That beach, because there were so many fucking umbrellas covering every inch of the beach. You could not see. I was so grossed out. I was like, I'm so glad we're not going there, just because like, one, I hate crowded spaces. I hate a crowded beach the most. Where the fuck am I gonna sit? Where the fuck am I supposed to be when you have your 20,000
in the
family
water
members?
the whole time?
It was also really cold in the water, and that's what I was thinking too. I was telling my partner, I was like, maybe they just think they're gonna be in the water the whole time. I was like, but now you're just occupying all this beach space when you know you're gonna be in the water the whole time. So what was the point?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, a lot of people don't even get in the water. That's why I don't know if people go to
the
Tahoe.
fuck is the point? Yeah, exactly. So I go, and that's why I'm so glad they're gonna start doing that reservation shit, because also some of these people are just so inconsiderate, leaving their trash everywhere. I think that's my biggest problem, because I know that they're carrying a bunch of shit in. I know a lot of that probably has fucking wrappers and plastic on it that you're just gonna unwrap whatever and hopefully take it back, but most people don't. They don't even bring a garbage bag. They'll bring all that shit and not bring a garbage bag. It doesn't make any sense to me. Anyway, we go to this one spot that we've been to before, and we're climbing down, and it's busy too. So we're like, great, like we'll just go back. Like we'll turn around and find a different spot, like go on this unbeaten path. But when we're going down, there's like these steps because we're just checking the beach to see if it's full. We're going down these like wood steps that they have in the dirt, and this bitch has this person has.
Yeah, I want to leave this bitch.
Leave it in. This bitch has this fucking bag and her phone set on it, like facing her and her group of 5 other fucking friends, and they're setting up a tent right there in front of the walkway, dude, right in front of the fucking stairs where her camera's facing. And I'm like, so me and my partner walk around it, we can get around it, but it's also like on one of the most narrowest steps. I'm like, are you fucking joking me? Like, I should kick your fucking phone off and let it hit the sand. I hope it breaks, but I didn't. I kept my cool. I kept walking. I got down there. We kind of looked around. We're like, oh, and then there was people coming down, so we're like, we'll just wait for them to pass, go back up. So they're coming down. They're coming down with a cooler, an ice cooler, right?
Yeah.
And there's 2 dudes bringing it down, and this girl behind them, and she sees the phone and the bag, and she's looking at me, and me and my partner are just waiting for them to get down so we can leave. And she's like, the cooler's gonna knock this phone down. The cooler's gonna knock the phone down. Whoever's phone this is. And then she's like looking at me, and she's like, his cooler's gonna knock the phone. I was like, it's not mine. I don't care. I literally said that. I was like, it's not mine. I don't care. She's like, oh, it's not yours. You don't care. Like, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, yeah, exactly. And then the girl whose phone it is hears our exchange and goes and grabs her phone in her purse. They get past it and she puts it right back. I was like, you're so inconsiderate. Like, clearly it's in a fucking area that people need to walk through and you're still putting it there. Like, are you actually stupid? Like, are you like actually seriously, are you dumb? And I was like mad about it because I was like, because first off, I'm mad about how much fucking people there are, and then I'm mad that you're fucking being dumb and inconsiderate to other people, and then I'm mad that I was being fucking assumed it was me being stupid and dumb. I'm not trying to take a fucking photo on the steps, bitch. I'm waiting for you to leave, so will you hurry up so I can leave? Yeah. But anyway, so then the girl got her phone, she puts it back, and I, like, overhear her friends who are trying to put this fucking tent together. And this is just a side note. It just, like, made me more mad at them for being dumb, because they, like, there's the instruction manual sitting on the floor, and they go, like, they lean to look at it, and then, like, for 2 seconds just look like that. And they come back and they go, I don't know. Oh my God. I was like, this is our next generation. Like, this, I felt like such an old person. I was like so miserable at them. I was like, oh my God. I was so shocked. I was like, there's no way that like you guys are this dumb. But then we found a different spot and it was like more secluded, but it was more rocky.
Okay.
I was okay with that because we had towels and stuff and there's a lot of flat rocks. So we just vibed and it was nice. It was just me and my partner. And my partner is very sweet and kind, and I am an anxious person and I love to like do everything, but he really took the reins and was like, no, I got it. I pack everything. And he packed us everything we needed, and it fit in 2 bags that he could carry on both of his shoulders and pack all our trash in, whatever trash we did have, because we didn't really have anything, because he packed a charcuterie and like put on a little glass thing that we have, wrapped up whatever, like that was our snack, and then water and whatever else. And it was just like such a nice, like after we got there and we were settled in, such a nice relaxing time. I think we were there for a few hours before we left.
Yeah.
And so I got a little hiking back and forth, and I got my little beach time, and it was just so much sun and just like the water and the, like, it wasn't calm water because there's obviously boats and stuff like that, but just the sound of the water and just like all the birds, all the butterflies.
Yeah.
It is so fucking nice to be over there. And it's like, I just wish I was more able to more times. You know what I mean? I also wish the water wasn't so cold because I get all frozen.
I'm telling you, you gotta jump in.
My partner, who's like a swimmer, like water man, like he is the shape of water. Like he is like in it, you know what I mean? He went in and he was like, he dove in at some point and then he came back up. I was like, it's cold. He was like super cold. He was saying his feet were going numb from being in the water because it was that cold. And I was like, oh. And he was like, yeah, I'll probably do one more full submerge, and then like I won't do anymore. He was like, because it's pretty cold to me. And I was like, oh, if it's cold to him, I can't do it.
Boys are babies, though.
I'm a baby. I like stuck my feet in and I like, so there was like this rock that was kind of in the water, but it was sticking out. So I wanted to make it to that rock at least. Also, I got my new back tattoo, remember? So I don't want to submerge it. I just don't, I don't really know what the safety precautions of that is. So I just was like, I'll stay out of the water for that part. But I was like, my hips at least I can go across. So I was like trying to make it. I did fall at some point kind of into this deep part, but it was okay. I got to the rock and it was nice. It was just a really nice time to kind of unplug and just be away from the city, I guess. So it was cool, and I would want to do it again probably soon. I don't know. I just want to be in the water all the time. I was like, because I remember the last time that I was like able to really go to the beach all the time was when I didn't have a job. And it was like in the middle of the weekday whenever I wanted to. So there's nobody there.
Yeah.
And now it's like the only days off we have, everybody's there because everybody has the same days off.
We could go before work.
And it's summer. No, then I'll be so tired at work. And then how would you go before work? And there's probably going to be people there.
No, like wake up in the morning feeling like I
was gonna say, get my glasses. Yeah. I'm out the door.
No, wake up early. Go over there. Go get your spot. Go take a dip, maybe for an hour or two. Drive back, take a nap, go to work.
Damn. No. I mean, like, maybe for somebody who gets like 10 hours of sleep 1 week, but I can't do that. I gotta sleep my full 8, 7 at least. 6 is pushing it.
What
a
if
day.
You go to sleep right when you get home
from work?
Do you do that already?
No, it's kind of hard to do that. I feel like I have to wind down.
You gotta take a nap right when you get home. Wake up, drive to the lake,
take a nap. Oh.
No, get right in the water. My favorite time to plunge into the water is at 7 a.m. when that sun's barely coming
when
in.
It's so fucking cold.
Yeah.
Oh, you're crazy.
And then it gets warm, and then you're just like, oh.
The water never gets warm, though.
No, but your body gets used to it. Like, your body gets warm.
I guess. I can't. I guess I can't leave my body in there because I can't. I get too, like, cold, and then I'm like, I gotta get out.
It's because you gotta start moving. Just start having a dance party in the water. And then get like an hour or two in, and then you're like, wow, that was great. Go home. And then you'll be so tired from swimming. You'll pass out really good, and you'll wake up and be like, oh my God, I can't believe it's the same day. And now I got to get up and go to work.
I could maybe see me doing it. No, maybe not. Okay. If I wasn't the one driving, I could maybe see myself doing it right after work on Thursday. Because then it's like, whatever. If I sleep in the car.
I know. Well, you're going to be sleeping in the car anyways.
I'd be sleeping. When we left too, yeah, I just like passed I just passed out and I woke up and we were home and I was like,
you're
thank
like,
God.
What? This is crazy. Every time I close my eyes, we're at the next spot.
I was like, nice. But it's cool. And then I went to go see the Garfield movie, which you've already seen.
Yes, so good.
We did talk about it off air, so it was a good movie. I thought it was good. My little brother and my little sister came with me and my partner to watch it, and they liked it too. I told my brother, he's so funny. I feel like, because he told me after the movie, and he's like, were you crying? And I was like, why were you? I was like, why were you? He's like, no. I was like, yeah, I was kind of crying when, you know, that whole scene in the flashback or whatever. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. So, like, it definitely touched him, too. It got him a little bit. I was like, yeah, it's a good movie. I thought Odie was really cute. I love Odie. And I was hoping, what's his name? Narvel or whatever his name was going to be in it more. The little gray cat at the end. I don't know if you remember.
Okay.
He's, like, bothering Garfield, but he's like in the cartoons and stuff and in the comics like a lot more. I don't know if it's Nerval or Navel or what his name is, but he's like a little gray cat.
Okay.
I think he's super, super cute. And I thought maybe they would do more homages to Garfield stuff, like the other cats and stuff, but these were all like new characters.
Yes.
Which, I mean, I didn't mind. I really thought the bull was cute.
Yeah.
I thought that was so cute.
He was super cute.
So cute. But yeah, good movie. I would say for like younger kids for sure. It was cute. And then I recently, have you ever seen Freddy Got Fingered?
No.
Okay, so it's this movie from like the early 2000s, and it's like that era of like American Pie, like that crude humor, like that nasty humor.
Yeah.
And I remember when I was younger, and even now, like, I'll randomly vocal stim and be like, Daddy, you got some sausage? Daddy, would you like some sausages? And it's because it's from that movie.
Okay.
And that I was like trying to find a movie to watch with my partner, and it came up.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what? It's been a real long time since I've seen the movie. I used to watch it with my Thea, Jess. I used to watch it with my Thea. And I was like, let's rewatch it. Or I'll rewatch it and you can watch it for the first time and see where I'm always singing this song from. I was so embarrassed. I was like, why did they let me watch this as a kid, bro? There's a scene, Jess, where, okay, so it's about this guy who wants to be an animator, and his dad and his mom, and then his brother Fred.
Okay.
Or Freddie. And so his dad and his mom get him a car and send him to LA to like pursue his dreams of becoming an animator.
Okay.
And he gets a job at like a cheese sandwich place. He goes, and his dad's like, yes, he's finally out of the house. Like, yay. Like, he's going to go do something with his life because he's the older brother.
Yeah.
And then he ends up, like, going for one day because the guy tells him his art or his stories doesn't make any sense and he should fucking quit his day job and, like, focus on his art if he really cares. So he goes all the way back home, which is, like, Portland. So he goes all the way to Portland from LA. And he's, like... comes home and his dad's obviously really disappointed and he starts being super mean to him, like
really?
Like his mom's like, be gentle with him, he's probably gonna be really upset that it didn't work out, like all this stuff. And then he comes home and they made meatloaf and he's like, no thanks, I'll eat this chicken sandwich. He pulls out a chicken sandwich, right?
Okay.
His dad's like, either you eat meatloaf or you eat nothing, and he throws his chicken sandwich to the dogs. And then he's like, and he like leaves, right? He's like, whatever. And his dad's like, whoa, couldn't make it in the sandwich, but like just being all mean and stuff. When they send him away, Jess, he tells him, make me proud. And he's like, I'll make you proud, daddy. And he's like, make me so proud. And they just keep going back and forth, like stupid joke or whatever. He drives off and the first thing he sees is a stud farm, which is horses. Yeah. And they usually breed them, or they usually collect their nut. So when he's driving by, he like does a fucking huge flip, like his car spins out and he turns around. He's like, what are you doing to that horse? Because it has a huge erection. And then he's like, this is a stud farm. And then he's like, what are you doing? And he hops over the fence and he grabs the horse's cock. And then he starts, it's like leaking and he's like jerking it. And he's like, he's like, I'm making you proud, Dad. I'm a farmer, Daddy. I'm a farmer. And he's just like swinging the cock around. And honestly, Jess, I'm looking, and my partner's looking at me and I'm like, I'm like not trying to look at him because I'm like, I don't remember this. I don't remember this being in the movie, bro. And so that's just one of the crazy fucking scenes in the movie. The movie ends up being like this huge, like it really gives little fucks about the actual story that's going on about him wanting to be an animator. Because the ending is that he ends up writing about his family as the story and they think that's hilarious and they love it. And the ending scenes is that he kidnaps his dad. He tranks his dad with all this money he gets from selling his show. He tranquilizes his dad, takes him to Saudi Arabia with him, and then they end up, like, moves the whole house. He ends up waking up, whatever. Then there's, like, news reports saying that he's stuck in Saudi Arabia and it's this really scary time for him or whatever. And they're just, like, betting with, like, everyone. They're just, like, playing games. And, like, he fires a gun and everyone's, like, silent. It's, like, super funny, right? And then they get into a fight, and his dad's chasing him, and he ends up chasing him into this tent with this elephant. Jess, when the dad enters the fucking tent, he's jerking off the elephant, and then the elephant nuts all over the dad, and it's like coating him, and he's like on the floor, like just covered in the elephant nut. And I was like, what is this fucking movie, bro?
Did your partner love it? Were they like great recommendations?
This is literally what he said. He said, I'll probably never watch it again, but it had some funny parts.
Okay.
Which I agree. There's some parts that are funny. Like the daddy, would you like some sausages? Yeah. Hilarious. He just ties sausages to his fingers. And that's funny to me. But that part, there's a lot of gore for some reason. This kid who like breaks his teeth all the time.
Okay.
But other than that, I guess there's some funny parts. I probably won't watch it again either. I was so like, I can't believe my Theo would just watch that movie with me, and I loved it so much. Like, what did I even know about?
You're like, this is my favorite movie.
I probably legitimately told somebody that at some point. Like, Freddie Got Fingered is like one of my favorite movies. Do you know why it's called that? Because he lies to the therapist and says his dad's been fingering his brother.
Oh,
and that's like, it's like so fucked up. And then they take his adult brother, because he's an adult,
no.
to a halfway home, and they tell him he'll be safe. It's literally crazy, bro. It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
Oh my gosh.
So that was my week.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So no, I don't know. I definitely don't think I recommend that movie though.
Now I kind of want to watch it.
You can. I think it's on Hulu.
Okay. I forgot to mention that I went to Olive Garden.
Oh yeah.
After work on Saturday, and that's when I took one of my naps between work and dinner.
An Olive Garden.
Yeah.
What'd you get at Olive?
Got my favorite cheese ravioli in Alfredo sauce.
Ooh.
And got some spinach artichoke dip for the appetizer.
Ooh.
So good.
You eat that with bread or chips?
Chips that they make there.
Nice.
So good.
I love homemade chips.
Yes.
Fresh chips.
Yeah, so fun week we've had. I was going to say we could get into some gratefulness as we're ending our episode soon.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say that I'm just really grateful for quality time. I after my sister's party, I was at my mom's house, and then like I was just on her bed, and then she came in, and then my brother came in, and then the three of us just like were all just hanging out together, just like watching TV, talking, laying down, and then it was just so nice because it was like the original three, me, my mom, and my brother.
Yeah.
And I was like, huh, this is nice. We never just hang out, the three of us, anymore.
That's so nice.
And I was like, And we were all just laying on the bed, just talking and stuff, and talking about my sister's party. And I was like, oh. I was like, I miss my family.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I hate having to grow up and not being able to spend all of your time with your family.
Yeah.
But yeah, grateful for quality time and my mom and my brother.
That's nice.
Yes. What about you?
I am grateful for the natural beauty of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like Lake Tahoe. I love how it's so close to us.
Yeah.
We have something so beautiful just so close to us, and so many people don't have that.
I know. It's crazy because sometimes TikToks will come up on my page, or like even like Instagram reels, and they're like, finally crossed off my bucket list. Paddleboard at Lake Tahoe.
Crazy.
Go visit Lake Tahoe. And I'm like, oh, that's insane because like, we
it's
grew
right
up
there.
going there. Yeah.
It's just like a small trip, quick trip. Well, it used to be a lot quicker. Now it's like
just so
saturated.
Yeah.
Which
still
it's
a quick
hard
drive
because
though.
it's like, yeah, super quick drive, but just so beautiful there. It's like I don't blame so many people for wanting to go. Like obviously, it just sucks because there's just not that much room to begin with. So yeah, I'm very, very grateful for that. I'm grateful for my therapist. I've said it before, and I'll say it again.
Yeah, safe for people in the back.
Grateful for my therapist. I'm very, very grateful for him and the work that we put in together. Because I'm grateful for like obviously my effort too. Like I'm just, but I'm grateful to have found like. It is hard for some people to find a therapist. Mm-hmm. I'm grateful that I have found a therapist that I vibe with, that I feel comfortable going to. And
on your first try?
Yeah, on my first try. Like, first try physically, because I will say I tried the online stuff.
Yeah, and you said that wasn't your jam.
No, it was not. Because I just found it hard to be 100% honest or on top of it. Like, when they messaged me, I just found it easier to ignore it than like, to answer.
Left on red.
Yeah. But, sometimes I get like even excited to go to therapy because I'm like, cool, now I can just get all this thoughts or these things off my chest. And I was just telling you that like he hit me with something that may be obvious to other people, but when it hit my ears, I was like, yeah, I guess I never thought of that. I'm so overly critical of myself that leads me to be overly critical of other people. Yeah, and that like a lot of things just connect and go hand in hand with each other. And he, like, put it simply without saying too much, he just told me to, like, let people be good people, let people attempt to be good people, because even though I might not trust it or think that they're not good people, that doesn't mean that they aren't allowed to put that effort in and become the people they want to become.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't be getting in the way of that. Like, they're allowed to do that.
Yeah.
And I should be grateful for people wanting to be good and nice people.
Yeah.
Especially to me. So definitely just kind of like, oh, I guess I never thought about it in that perspective. So super grateful for him and different perspectives and people who are able to communicate that to me specifically, I guess, so that in a way that I understand.
Yeah.
I would say that. I'm just grateful for just, I guess, quality time too, seeing my little brother and my little sister. Just like, I love being with them.
Yeah.
And like, because, I mean, they're not going to be little forever. And my little sister is little right now.
Yeah.
So it is kind of one of those things because he's becoming a young adult. It's like one day that'll be her and it'll just be shocking all over again. And
yeah, they're going to have their own friends and who knows, kids or move across the fucking
who knows,
whatever.
They can do so much. Like there's and the way that the world will be when that happens, who knows?
Yeah.
So it could be even more different and more changing and whatever. And I guess I am excited. I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited about it all. And yeah, I'm excited what every day brings. That's my gratefulness.
I love it.
Thank you.
And also just wanted to remind everyone that the last day to get your entries in was today, the day this episode came out. So we hope you guys all had a chance to get in there. If not, we will have another one in the near future.
Yeah, so definitely stay tuned.
Yeah.
Thank you for everyone who's submitted
so
far.
All the submissions are great, and we appreciate you guys taking the time to write in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jess, for reminding everybody.
Yeah, of course. And don't worry, if you missed out, get in there next time.
And I just want to, I guess, round the episode off, end it with a quote I've been reading, Soul Boom by Rainn Wilson.
Yes.
A Spiritual Evolution. There's a couple quotes that I was thinking about. This one specifically is not from Rainn Wilson, but it is in his book. It is a Zen teaching. And the quote is, "A finger pointing to the moon is not the moon." What that means is, right, the finger that you're pointing to the moon is like what guides you to where you want to be, but it's not what's important, if that makes sense. Okay. So you can point at the moon, you can look at it, but if you point and you focus on your finger, you're not going to see the moon in all of its glory or what your goal is in all of its glory. I think that spoke to me a lot because it's like a reminder. It's a reminder to not get too attached to words or teachings and things that I pick up, because I'm a huge, heavy podcast user and I listen to a lot of spiritual stuff and whatever. And I sometimes click with something and I stick with it. I'm like, oh, this is what I need to focus on. This is what I need to focus on. But if I don't just use it as a tool and only focus on those things, then I'm focusing on the finger. I'm not focusing on the moon. So I like that quote. And I just think it's a good thing to keep with you and everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Focus on the moon taking its glory.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
So yeah, I guess thanks for joining us in the abyss.
Yeah. Have a great day.
Good evening and good night.
Bye.
Bye.